Yo, what the deal is? We are back for episode 98, and this is your boy Big Ruck and everybody else.
Brother Roy.
And Brother Jam.
And we are the Daily Smoke and your boy Bobby
Bishop.
in the background behind the cam.
Yes, sir.
Shit, let's get it
Yes,
in,
sir.
man.
Yes,
What's the
sir.
deal? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Everybody
man.
good. Everybody good.
That's
Everybody
what's
good.
up. That's what's up.
What y'all been up to since we done last got together, man?
Shit, nothing much, man.
Same old. Eating cookies all day.
Man.
Man,
Waiting for this.
them damn cookies were so good.
Man.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live.
Man.
I know we live, but I'm saying are we
You know?
live?
We live.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
Time to get live.
All the way
Live
live.
like the wire. I set a whole choir on fire.
Uh-oh.
Who's that from?
Onyx.
Oh, okay.
And then they took you to eat Burger King. Because you know what that boy did? He killed some people at the church and they got to eat.
Yeah, seriously.
Man. Speaking of that, y'all been paying attention what's going on up in is that Minnesota, man? Where that cop shot and killed this kid that was trying to flee the scene after they was trying to detain. He got out his handcuffs or something like that, and then she was reaching for a taser, she said, but actually pulled a gun, shot him,
Yeah.
and then killed
Oh
him.
yeah, a while back.
Yeah, they've been deliberating on it over the last 2 days now, maybe 3.
Yeah.
What y'all think about? 2 questions. What do y'all think about that situation as a whole? Number one.
Well, first of all,
And my second question is, what do you think should happen? Okay. So like, what is your understanding of it? How do you see it, and what are you expecting from it?
my thing is this: if you're a police officer,
Jail.
you're supposed to be trained, right? So to me, there's absolutely no excuse. You know what I mean? You shot this person. Now, what I don't remember is the person did the person that got shot, did they die?
Yeah, they died.
They did. Then I think she should go to jail. I think she should get life.
What about you, John?
She should, honestly, from what I understand of the case, because even I caught little bits and pieces of it here and there, and the defense, not the defense, the prosecutor was basically saying in court, they put out the gun and the taser.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, these things look nothing alike. The gun is shaped different. The taser is bright colors. You know, the gun is solid black. All of this, and so they broke it down. And you're supposed to be the experienced vet in this situation. You're the one who's actually training other cops. How the hell do you get those two things confused? Basically, they're saying it's not an accident, and based on what I understand of the evidence, I agree. She should be treated like any criminal who murdered somebody. That's what she did. She murdered that dude.
Absolutely.
Whatever punishments go along with that is what she ought to get. And because she's a cop, it ought to be the maximum, because they need to set a fucking example. I mean, I don't think this is actually going to happen, but they need to set an example, and she needs to get the maximum of whatever penalty that crime, whatever, manslaughter, whatever they give her, whatever that charge is, she needs to get the maximum on that.
I agree, man. I agree, because you cannot be a person that the public looks to for safety, and you have 2 different weapons on your hip, one lethal, one non-lethal, and you accidentally pull the lethal one and kill somebody while you were claiming you were attempting to pull the non-lethal one. No,
and from what I understand, they even keep them on different sides of their body.
Yeah.
So you ought to know if I'm reaching with this hand versus whether I'm reaching with this hand.
It's bullshit.
How do you get that confused?
It's bullshit.
So I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna properly punish her, but she should get the maximum sentence.
I agree.
Of involuntary manslaughter, I think that's what they charge them.
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I
think that is what they're
read
charging.
about that.
That would be what
I
they
even
would
saw the
charge her.
video. It's been, it's some months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you
I
would
don't
charge her,
remember.
because she's a cop. She said she made a mistake. so they're gonna charge you with that.
What you think about it, Los?
I personally, I don't give a fuck what happens. It's her problem, not mine. But like I said, something should happen. You are a cop. You don't have much room to fuck up. So
Right.
Yeah.
you should know what you're doing. And then you
Right.
want to tell me you're a veteran of 20 years, you know the difference. You know which hand to reach for. So something will happen. Like I said, if it's involuntary manslaughter, then she'll get some time. She won't get full life in prison, but she'll get some time. Because you got to remember, she is a cop. She's doing a job. Shit might have went wrong. Who knows? So,
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I mean, you would think that they need to.
Oh.
Yeah, you're held to a higher standard, but in the end, she's still human.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong, I understand that, but like speaking of being human and making mistakes, y'all hear about the dude in Colorado, the truck driver?
Hear about that one?
Okay, so basically, this guy's a 22-year-old truck driver, driving an 18-wheeler, just his profession.
Oh, the brakes.
Yeah, and he winds up causing an accident where I think they said 4 people died. He got sentenced to 110 years.
Whoa!
You told us this on Saturday, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I heard that when you said the brakes.
I was real high on Saturday.
You might have been. You told us that.
But yeah, so he got sentenced to 110 years because basically of the maintenance not being properly kept up on the truck that wasn't his.
Wow.
This belongs to the company that he worked for. So the district attorney in this Colorado city where it happened, it went after him full force, 110 years. So that's what happened, and he's a Hispanic cat. So that's what happens to us when we commit crimes, even if it's a mistake.
Wow.
So if you wanna make a mistake, sure, you made a mistake, all right, but that mistake cost somebody their life.
Agreed.
Plus, in that case, yeah, the company's truck was
hey, man.
fucked up.
Perfect.
That was a good example.
Yeah, good, perfect
That's also like
example.
what Jessica says. The grips are completely different.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Yeah.
touch it, that you have your gun.
Yeah.
Or this
The weight, from what I understand, the weight's not even the same.
It's a. I mean, from what I understand, and I can't profess to know, firsthand, but I mean, it's mostly plastic, so of course it's going to be
You're gonna feel it
really light, compared to the weight of a gun.
Right.
How do you not, at the very least, pause and go, wait, oh shit, that's the heavy one. No.
So first of
But I
all,
don't have time to pause. This dude's getting away from me.
first of all, you're a trained police officer. Second of all, it's on opposite sides, right?
Yeah.
Third of all-
depending on your dominant hand.
Right, but it's still on opposite sides, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, the weight is different. It has to be, because not only you gotta think about it, it is made out of plastic, and it doesn't have a clip full of bullets.
Right.
Right. So common sense, it has to be lighter,
Significantly
yeah,
lighter.
Exactly.
Right.
All of that. Come on, man.
And then the holster should be different. It should be.
Yeah, I mean, even
the
the holster. Yeah. I don't know for sure. Just like I don't know about the weight, but common sense you would think. You know what I'm saying? The holster is different.
All the ones I've seen, the holster is different from the gun holsters. It's almost like you're cocking in like a square, like a square into a square.
Yeah.
So
you should
it like
fit.
clicks. I think is because now that you say that, I think I've seen what you're talking about. They don't fit like a regular gun slides into a holster. It's just like a leather pocket basically. But this like fits into a snap, kind of like how your phone case.
Well, one thing I can say is, because I have a couple of different holsters, and they normally do click. The only one that I have that doesn't click is like the one that it's like a waist trainer. You put it around your waist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's made out of and it's Velcro and stuff. So that one doesn't click. It's just material holding it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the ones that go on your waist, your side, and stuff like that, they usually click.
Okay.
The taser might click too, though.
Yeah. I think that's what they was talking about at first. The taser
Because
click.
the holster really don't matter as long as the shape is gun.
Yeah.
It should click whether it is or
Which
not.
I think gonna happen.
What do you think?
Well, I think she panicked.
Right, but what I'm saying, what do you think should happen to her?
Oh, yes, because you took a life under those conditions. Because at the end of the day, you panicked.
Right.
Regardless of, I'm not gonna even sit here and say she intentionally did what she did.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And I think
I'm totally willing to concede it might be an accident.
most
Yeah.
the
definitely.
reason I make that point is because if you look at a lot of cases of police brutality, they are intentional.
Right,
This was not intentional.
right,
So I don't think we're hearing that part of the conversation, to be honest with you.
yeah,
So when we start saying they should get what they deserve, we're thinking intentional.
yeah,
But if you look at involuntary manslaughter, conditions, what you used to be a trainer, all this kind of stuff, whatever. Okay, you see people at their worst from 8 to 12 hours a day. That's what you do. That's the business you're in.
every day.
That's your business. That's what you're in. That's what you deal with. You've seen it all. Okay. You do that 40 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours a week, and then you do that so many months, and then you do it a year, and then you do it for 20 more years. And that's what you see, and that's what you're dealing with almost on a daily basis. You're going to have a bad day.
Oh yeah.
When you have a bad day, this is what happens. She panicked. You understand? So because you took a life, it should be held in that regard. I understand it was unintentional. But
But
you're
you took
a
a
bad
life.
decision. You made a
took a
bad
life.
decision.
That's right.
And we know it wasn't intentional.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We know you made a bad decision, but you took a life. I would be as much for it if it was a white dude,
Exactly.
if it was a Hispanic dude, if it was
Exactly.
an Asian dude.
Exactly.
I hope they don't hear
But
that
now-
being a black
Right,
issue.
right.
You
But-
understand?
But you
Right.
know now that it's coming out that there was another situation that she was involved in that
Yes,
was
sir.
similar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Months before, she
Absolutely.
killed another dude, another black, or I don't remember if he was black or Hispanic or something. I couldn't tell.
She killed him?
He was a
I think
minority.
I think he died. But he was a minority, but I think he did die. And his family had been protesting, trying to get awareness out about this situation. But then this other one happened, and so now the family's like, "We was trying to tell y'all this bitch is dangerous," So there's that as well. So it could be a
There was
convenient
oversight
pattern.
there.
Couldn't
There
take
was,
it
there
no
was
more.
no there was no trial, no none of that, right?
No. That one got swept under the rug. It was trying to keep it quiet.
So what's interesting is I think that's the video that's out now where they show her talking
brought it back
to some
up.
other people saying, "Hey man, turn your cameras off, go to the car,
Yes.
stop talking to each other." They saw her already trying to cover up things then.
Yeah.
See, that's my point. That's my problem with justice in this country. Because we could have prevented this situation if you had done justice in the beginning.
Right.
You already were dealing with a bad cop.
Right.
I understand they have blue code, shield, whatever you want to call it. I'm not tripping on that. But when you make a decision like this, if you put as much thought into if you should pull the trigger as much as you put into getting
to cover
out
it
of
up.
it after you pulled the trigger, I think we would see less triggers pulled.
Right.
If you wanted to have less triggers
I
pulled.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand. That's,
See, I wasn't aware of the second situation.
yeah.
You know what
I
I mean? The
just
first,
saw-
the first situation.
Yeah.
I should say.
I just
So
saw
that
something
kinda-
about it today, and that's why I was like, "Oh yeah," because I
So that
almost
kind
forgot
of
about
changes.
it.
See, that changes my thoughts about her.
Yeah.
That changes the way I view her.
Right.
And that-
because I was along the lines of you. Yeah, I think it could have been. She could have panicked. You know what I'm saying? I still say she should get the full extent of whatever.
I say she did.
You know what I'm saying?
I still say she did.
And I,
Right.
right. I still say she does. But if you have more than one incident similar to this, then I don't give a fuck if you did make a mistake.
You've apparently
This
made that
is just the
mistake
time.
multiple times.
It's just that your luck has run out. And this is the time
So-
you get called for the bullshit that you've been doing.
So regardless of the race of who she shot,
exactly.
what I'm interested in, are you going to take a bad cop off the streets?
Right.
Yep.
That's my whole
That's
question.
the,
Right.
that, and
That's
that's
my
the
whole
major
question.
question right there.
Because the answer to that question is going to affect all races.
Right.
It's going to affect all genders.
That's right.
It's going to affect everything.
Everything.
Are you going to continue to make us subject to this kind of tyranny?
Exactly.
Dude,
That's the question.
When I found out that, so say like a cop does get fired for some type of misbehavior right on the job. So you get let go. you can literally move to another state because
And-
cops
and
don't
That's
share,
right. I read
don't
that.
have a national database that tells them why cops get fired from other departments in different states. So literally, you move to another state, you can continue being a cop despite how whatever you might have done before, you have the qualifications and all of this. You can go to another state and they'll hire you as a cop.
That's right.
Yeah, but you can't blame that on not having a national thing. I'm hiring you.
Is there an agreement?
Yo, Houston, y'all used to have a dude named Johnson used to work with y'all? Yeah, that nigga was bad, man. We got rid of him. Dig it. I can't hire you, man.
Right, but that's the thing.
know?
That's what they do.
That's
But
what
of course, it's
some of them
that
don't.
good old boy network. Oh,
nah,
nah,
he
he
need cops real bad.
he
wasn't
good.
cops,
Nah,
so
man, he made a few. He got get a little hot under the collar. Go ahead, and give him a job. That's that kind of thing.
Yo,
See, when I look at that when I look at it from that point of view, like when they get indicted or they get kicked out of one, police force in one city and they go somewhere else and they get a job, I think they are in agreement
Right.
with what
What
they
they
did,
did.
and that they got a raw deal.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
they want to come down here, we're welcome with
take 'em.
open arms.
just
Exactly.
don't fuck up this
That's
time.
exactly
Nah,
what
it
happened.
ain't just don't get caught.
Right,
That's
right.
that's
the
exactly what happened
mentality.
with Alton Sterling State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They work in Fort Worth now. And the person that hired him went on board to say, hey man, it's all right. We will take him in, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, wow, for real.
Yeah, man.
Wow, for real.
It's like that boy. Like that
But at the
boy.
end of the day, you wasn't surprised.
They applaud.
They were so blatant. That's what got me.
They
It
applaud
was very
you.
blatant with it.
They applaud you when you kill us, man. I'm trying to tell you. Look at your boy Kyle Rittenhouse. He getting treated like a damn celebrity on the right wing side.
He was being
And even though he didn't even kill a minority, he just killed somebody who supported minorities.
right, and he was being poised for that before he even got his
His acquittal.
Yeah, he was being poised for that prior.
Right.
Get up there and start crying.
And then go up there and take a
Just get up
picture
there and
with
start
Trump.
crying. Just,
Dude.
Chilling with
I need
Trump.
The whole
I need
time
some
the trial
white
was going
boy
on,
tears.
you got Tucker Carlson filming a documentary on your trial
Right.
as it's happening.
Right.
What?
Right.
But that's who paid for your defense.
Right.
That's who
White
got you
boy
them lawyers
tears.
that got you off.
Boy, better be glad with a girl.
Hey man,
boy.
listen. It's good to be white in America.
Ain't it
It's good
beautiful,
to be
man?
white on Earth.
Yeah, they know that.
It's good to be white on Earth. They know
They
that.
run
Man.
things.
Hold that
What do you
thought.
expect?
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about.
It is.
Something
It
different.
is. That's
than-
just
than-
honest.
Than this
Absolutely.
shit is it just the season or motherfucking kids getting taken every other day? I done got like
Oh my
6
God.
goddamn Amber
Yes.
Alert calls within the
Yes.
last past.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, my shit's been going off.
Yes,
Oh
man.
damn!
I have been getting a
it's
lot
been
of
it's been a
Amber
couple of
Alerts
times. Where,
lately.
oh, that's that same little girl.
Yeah.
But is it that's? Oh no, these are 3 other kids.
Right.
Oh wait, there's another kid. It's like 4 or 5. I've been like, what the fuck's going on?
Seriously?
Yeah, I've been getting Amber Alerts like in the past 2-3 days. I think I got like 4 or 5 different ones. Child abducting, child abduction,
That's
child
season for
abduction.
kidnapping.
See,
That's I'm telling you.
like it's Christmas time.
It
You
gotta
know what I'm
be.
saying?
It gotta be.
Like what does Christmas really mean? you
Right.
know what
Now,
I'm
well,
saying?
see, now-
They want to be with these kids.
You know
now-
what I'm
now,
saying?
well, that's-
No.
that's where
See
I'm-
what it
You know what I'm
is?
saying?
It's Krampus. That's what it is. It's
What it
Krampus.
is.
That's
No,
what
but,
it is.
What I say it is, a lot of those. There's one that was 2 brothers and a sister got taken. That's divorced people
Yeah.
that are taking their kids. I want to spend Christmas with my kid. Fuck
Yeah.
you. He done took them. The girl calls. Once you cross that line, you done
Yeah.
committed a federal offense.
Say, man,
and I
let
think
me-
that's what's happening a lot. At least I'm hoping that's what happened. And these little kids
Let
ain't
me
getting
tell y'all
taken for some
the
bullshit.
situation, man. And this is why a lot of times I'm kind of sympathetic to how that shit goes down. Because this is what happened to me. All right. So, in my youngest daughter, right?
Okay.
Her mother and I, when she was first born, right, I had complete access to my child, right? I was all, and I'm still there. Don't get me wrong, I'm still there. That's just my baby. She loved me. I love her, right?
No doubt.
But me and her mother, we don't get along,
Okay.
right? Unfortunately.
Okay.
And I remember out of the blue one day, for some reason, and I still don't really understand why, she decided she wanted to stop my ability to have the freedom with my daughter that I had previously had.
Okay.
Right? And so being used to this freedom, meaning, hey, I'm finna come over and pick Naomi up or whatever, and or however it was, cool, whatever, or I go over there, spend the night because the mother was in the military and she had to work, so I'll be there and I'll watch the baby all day, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So she decided to stop that for some reason, and I do remember what it was. I'm gonna say this real quick, okay? I was going to school at the time. I was going to HCC, right? And she called me. She said, "Hey, I need to know what days you're gonna be available to watch Naomi." And I said, "No problem." I said, "Right now, I'm in the middle of picking my classes, right? So let me find out what my schedule is gonna be. And once I find out what my schedule is going to be, then I'll let you know." I said, "But regardless, I can make sure that my classes only go to a certain time. So even whoever's watching her prior to that time, once I'm done, I can go pick her up."
Right.
Because that's what we did the prior semester, right? So I think like 3 days passed. And there's this situation, I'm pretty sure everybody with the college know. Sometimes you can grab your classes, and then you put them all in your cart, and then you try to secure the classes. But then all of a sudden, maybe this professor decided, he wasn't going to be able to do it, so they canceled the class.
Yeah, I forgot about those days.
Right, so now you got to find another class,
those
right?
days. Yes, man.
So it was some shit like, right. So it's some shit going on, and I hit her back. She hit me back. It was about 3 days later, and she said, "Okay, so let me know what the days are." I said, "Give me about 48 hours because I'm still not sure yet, because I got the classes. These are the classes that I asked for, but these classes right here came back and they deleted them, out of the thing. So because of whatever the reason was." So I said, "So just give me a couple of more days and I'll let you know exactly." And she was like, "No, you need to know. I told you I need to." I'm like, "Why are you tripping? Just give me a couple of days, and I'll let you know." She didn't want to give me a couple of more days, right? So there's a lot of stuff in between that. A couple of weeks, I think like 2 weeks passed by. I'd have been over there. Of course, I'm over there taking care of my daughter, whatever. So, but she wouldn't let me take her, right?
Okay.
And I kept asking her, "Why won't you let me take my daughter?" She wouldn't give me an explanation other than, "I told you I needed you to give me a deadline. I told you that I needed you to tell me when you would be able to watch her, and you came back and you weren't able to do that." And I said, "I know, but I told you what the problem was, and I just asked for a couple of more days until my classes are secured so I can tell you." So she calls me. I called her one day. I think it was a Saturday morning. And I said, "Hey, what's going on? What you doing today?" And she said, "Well, I'm going to such and such store. I'm about to go get some shoes for her and the other kids." And she said, "You can meet us at the shoe store." I said, "Cool," because I wanted to come spend some time with Naomi. I wanted to come pick her up and, spend some time with her. So she was like, "Well, just meet me at the store." I get there, meet her at the store. My baby sees me, she runs to me, I pick her up, we hugging and stuff. And so I was like, all right, well, I can't remember all of the conversation because, we kept conversation to a minimum.
Right.
But I was like, all right, I'm about to go ahead and bounce. And she was like, "No, you can't take her. I wanted you to meet me here so you could spend time with her. And you could, you could ride with us or whatever we doing today, but you can't take her." And I was like, "Why the hell can't I take her?" And she was like, "I already told you, because when I told you to tell me when you could watch her, you didn't want to watch her, so now you can't take her."
Wow.
So So me being the you know, this is in my mind. I'm like, man, this is my child, man. Fuck what you talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
But I also know
Amber
that
Alert.
I also know that I'm not about to fight with you, right? So I said very calmly, because I'm aware of all of this. So I said, listen, I said, I'm about to go to my apartment. You know where I live, and I'm going to take Naomi with me, and I will have her back by the time that we agreed upon every time I pick her up, right? Mm-hmm. If for any reason you don't believe me, you want her earlier, or for some reason I'm late, you know where I live. You have been there several times. Come to my apartment, and that is where we will be. She started telling me that she was going to call the police. And inside, I got lava hot. I got lava hot. So I'm already holding my daughter, right? So she comes towards me. I'm walking out of the door. It was a little shoe store. I think it was Payless, right? So I'm walking out of the store. She comes over to me and she grabs my arm. She's trying. I said, don't pull my arms like that, because I am holding our child and I'm not finna fight with you, right? I said, don't do that, but I am leaving with my daughter and you know where I'm going. She said, oh, I'm gonna call the cops, I'm gonna call the cops. I walked out the door. I started heading towards my car. I got in the car, strapped my daughter in. I didn't have a car seat because, of course, she's not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Walmart is literally 2 lights away from where I am, right? So I strapped my baby in real tight in the car seat in the back, on the passenger side in the back where I could see it, right? My whole thought process is I'm going to leave from here, go to Walmart, get her a car seat, put her in it, and we're good.
Right.
Drive to the crib where I told her I was going. I was also smart enough to say, you know what? I'm going to text her grandmother, right? Her mom, her mother's mother,
Right.
and let her know what's going on,
Right.
and where I'm going.
That's smart.
The whole situation.
Smart.
I God is my witness.
That's very smart.
I text all that information to her mother, and then I left. Just that quick, on the way. Remember I told y'all, Walmart only 2 lights away.
Right.
Before I even get to Walmart, I get a phone call, and it's a constable. And the constable is telling me, hey man, listen, you need to bring Naomi back right now. I said, no, I'm not bringing my daughter back, man, because I have every right to take my child and spend time with her. And I told him, I let her know exactly where I'm going. I even text the information to her mother where I'm going. She knows where I'm going, the whole 9, all of that, right?
Right.
He says, man, I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you, bro, bring your baby back, because if we have to come get you, it's going to be worse off for you. You know what I'm saying? I sat at that light and I thought about it. And the only thing that made me turn around and bring her back was the thought of me having to go to jail and not being able to see her, or after that, us having to go to court and she uses the shit against me saying I tried to kidnap my child.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what she kept screaming. Right? And that's what she told the cop. And the cop told me that that's what she said. So I brought her back.
See, I think that speaks to the point of sometimes you really can't judge what you see in the media.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
You know what I mean? To
My
like,
whole point.
it isn't. We know how it look, but that's not really what it is.
Exactly.
And
You know?
9 times out of 10, in kidnap cases, it's somebody that the kid knows, a family member, something
That's
like
the
that.
That's
story.
why I'm thinking that we're getting so many now because there's a lot of them going on, and it's like, especially the one with the 3. That's like a 9-year-old kid, an 8 and a 7. Somebody, they're gonna be screaming. You're
Right.
gonna just snatch them up unless you got them all somehow and they all passed the fuck out and you grabbed them.
Right, unless
They're
you're rolling
gonna
with a
say
crew of
something.
kidnappers.
But that
or
was
something.
probably
Yeah,
the dad that's like, look, it's my Christmas, bitch. I'm coming to get my kids. No, you're not. I'm coming to get my kids. It's my Christmas. Went and got them as soon as you leave. All you gotta say, my kid's been kidnapped. Whole force is on your ass.
Wow.
That's it. Regardless of what happens.
And that's
You know?
a federal charge, not even a
Well,
state.
Well, you gotta cross a line.
Oh, that's right.
Once
That's
you
right.
cross the
that's
state
right.
line,
Once you cross the state
because
line.
I used to tell my daughter, like, come get me, Dad, come get me, Dad. I'm like, I can't. Why can't you, Dad? Because as soon as I hit Ohio, I am a wanted felon for the FBI because your mom won't do that. Oh, yes, she will. So I'm sorry. A few more months, it'll be summer, and I'll come get you. And then that turned into like, just a few more years, you'll be 18, and you can get the fuck out if you want. Really? I remember when she turned 18, she told me, Dad, I'm 18 now. If I want, I can back a truck up, take all my shit, and leave. She can't say nothing. Like, technically, she can't say a damn thing to you.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. You know, they had problems on that end. But I used to tell her, I said, I can't take you. As soon as I hit from Michigan to Ohio to
Jealous.
Pennsylvania, I'm done. You know, I'm done. So, yeah, but I just thought that was weird. It's like, man, all of a sudden, all these damn Christmas
Right.
time. So to them people, you know, Christmas means, you know, I want to be with my damn kids, you know, and this bitch ain't let me be with
I
them.
wonder if it's some of these mall Santas kidnapping.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, but that's
That's a hell of a situation, man.
you know.
It is, man, and it's a hell of a situation to be in, dog. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a person, when you're a father specifically that actually really does give a shit about being with your kids and being in your kids' life. Whew. And you have to deal with a mother who does not put who
Child
does
first.
not put the child first.
She's just mad at you.
Number
You
one,
don't care about the kids.
does not think about the relationship between the child and the father. Because if it's a good relationship and that child loves their father and that father loves their child, like, what in the hell would make a mother want to separate that?
Yeah.
I do not understand that. I don't understand that. That's ridiculous to me.
That's a mindset I can't even wrap my head around because, you know, growing up, I knew what it was like to miss having a dad there. Like, my dad was just close enough to see but not touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I knew what I had a sense of what I was missing the entire time. So for somebody to have to deal with a woman in a situation like that, like, unfortunately, I had not the exact same, but some issues with one of my kids' mom. You know, and it's like, why in God's green earth, knowing you know the type of man I am, you know, why would you want to even run the possibility of not letting me be in that child's life?
Right.
Even if me and you don't agree eye to eye on something, an aspect of our relationship, you know the kind of man I am. You know the type of father that I am.
Right.
Why is there a problem?
You're not my man no more, and I don't like the way you is. So you can't have my kid. That's what it is. It's about them.
No, that's
It
true.
is.
about
It's
them.
about
It's
them.
that selfishness.
Yep.
man.
I mean-
Because and I can speak from both sides of the line. Because let me tell you some shit. The woman that I married, who is the mother of all of my kids, except for my oldest and my youngest, but she raised all of them with me except for my youngest, right?
Yeah.
I cheated on that woman. God bless her. I cheated on that woman, right? And we broke up because of that, right? And not one time, not one motherfucking time did she ever tell me that I could not see my kids. Not once.
That's a smart woman.
Because she understands, yeah, nigga, you made a mistake. you fucked up, but you're a good father and you love your kids, and I know that, and I know how much they love you.
I like Jessica's comment. She said the reason I hate Christmas to this day is because of my parents fighting over who got us for Christmas.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking
Now, see,
about.
for
Like,
me-
what?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Now,
talking
see, for
about.
me and my wife, it was established every other Christmas. I get it.
Yeah.
That's just fair. One
Yeah.
Christmas you, one Christmas me. Same
Yeah.
thing with New Year's. And that's pretty much, if I get it for Christmas, I'm keeping it all the way to New Year's. Summer times, I get so many months in the summer. And then I even put in there like, look, if I can afford it, let me have it the week of Easter too.
Yeah.
If I can't,
Yeah.
you know, and she agreed to all that. So
Yeah.
all that shit has to be set, you know. At first you go through the bullshit. No, you can't
Right,
have it.
right.
But once you sit down and think about it, for me is I don't give a damn if I'm a good father or not. If I'm paying you child support and that's my child, I got to see them and they need to come live with me for a little bit too. Regardless of what if you might think I'm a fucking asshole, it's still my child.
Right.
I might not be an asshole to them though, but I'm
Right.
gonna take care of my kid. But my thing was, if I'm paying you for child support, then I expect to see some children around me at some time, so that I know why this check has disappeared, why this money's coming out my pay. There's no way I'm gonna pay you and not get to see my kids. You're out your fucking mind. You know, no. Then I will be one of them Amber Alert motherfuckers. You know.
Man, I really got to speak to the health of my mom on that issue. Like, I have no frame of reference.
Really?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Right.
awesome.
I
course not.
just, like, I'm just being,
Yeah.
I have no frame of reference. And, like, that, I mean, because I understand that makes me appreciate her even more.
Right.
Did you see how beautiful it was done? Meaning, like, I wasn't raised with my biological father.
Right.
But I remember certain Christmases, I would wake up, like, you know, because you would wake up early, like when we're trying to get up early, get your toys, that kind of stuff, you know, like 8, 9-year-old kid. So imagine like about 5:30 in the morning, why would an 8, 9-year-old kid be at 5:30 in the morning?
Looking for them
Trying to
toys.
get the toys, you know what I'm saying? You know why I'm here.
Right.
So, and I remember on a couple of occasions, the first one in particular, I walked into the den where the tree was, and it was this really cool train set. And my dad and my stepdad was down there working together to put together that train set.
Yeah.
And I remember walking in, and I say, "That train set y'all's, daddy?" And they started laughing, and they said, "No, you know, it's like that's yours." And I got real happy, you know, whatever. But if like in terms of the spirit of Christmas, that's my memory.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Right.
that's just a beautiful thing.
And it
You know?
should be, man. That should be stuff like that.
Yeah.
Should be everybody's thoughts.
Yeah.
Those type of things when you think about Christmas. Man,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's what brings families together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
That's,
but I'm
that's
not
the
trying
type
to
of shit
spend
that
Christmas with
kids
my
wake
son
up.
and my ex's fucking husband. I'm trying to spend Christmas by myself with my kid.
But see, I
You
wouldn't
know?
be tripping on it
I do,
because
because
the
I got
whole
nothing to do
day,
with that shit.
the
That's
whole
not
day
my family
is
right
not
there,
gonna be
though.
there. You know what I'm saying? But see,
But what if you have to leave then, and you can't take your kid? He stays there because it's their turn. Now, if it's their turn, and I get to come over. Okay, sure, but I still don't want to trip on that. No,
I mean-
this is your turn. The kid is yours all Christmas. I'll send them something. And
I
it's
mean-
my turn. It's my turn. I don't need
But-
you or your dude.
But
This is my
as
kid. I'm
a
trying to spend my own
parent
time
and as
with
a
them.
grown person,
You know?
what I'm saying. Depending on the situation, you have to put aside how you feel as an individual.
But
That's
no,
how
I
I
get-
feel.
No,
I'm not trying
I
to
get
spend
what you're
Christmas
saying,
with my
though.
ex and her husband, your
Right,
husband,
I
with my
feel that.
child.
I feel that. But
This nigga got
but-
nothing to do with this kid. This is my kid. Get the fuck on.
But if
Bring
it
my
makes
kid
your
on.
child feel,
You know?
but if it makes your child feel happier,
Yo.
if it makes your child happier, then and this is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If it makes your child feel happier to see both of those parents who are, you know, whether it's two mothers or two fathers, you know what I'm saying, steps or whatever, how that goes. If it makes that child happier to see both of those parents on Christmas morning, hey man,
I'm not
that's-
trying to
that's-
fool
wait a
you.
minute,
I'm
wait a
not trying
minute,
to
wait a
fool
minute.
you, kid, and think
Wait a
that
minute.
me and mommy are gonna get.
Wait a
No,
minute,
I got
wait a
nothing to
minute.
do
Well,
with that.
nah,
wait,
you don't
wait,
have to do that.
I'm not coming
Wait a
over
minute.
and
You don't
spending
have to
Christmas
do
with
that.
you and this other man.
You don't have to do that.
Fuck all that.
Wait a minute.
You
Wait a
don't
minute.
have to do
Wait a
that.
minute.
You don't
Wait a
have to
minute.
like
For
fool
somebody
people.
to not entertain that as like an optimal possibility, I would argue it is so funny how easy we will accept violence between two brothers behind a kid that isn't or isn't his. But we won't celebrate when them two brothers come together for the sake
Right.
of that kid and
Right.
have a good time.
Exactly.
I find something kind of wrong with that.
I do too. I agree.
Now that just is what it is.
I agree.
And
Well, for me, I'm not
I feel on
celebrating
the
it or
other
not.
side of that line.
Well, I'm not celebrating or not. That's just something that I'm not going to do. Simple as
I
that. and I
understand.
have every right.
Absolutely.
Whether you think it's not me
So let me
celebrating,
ask you
it's
a
not that
question.
I'm not celebrating
Absolutely.
it. If y'all want to do that, that's you celebrate that shit. I'm not celebrating
But
that
let
shit.
me ask you a
I
question.
want my child. That's
So
it.
let me ask you a
Simple as
question.
that.
So if your child came to you and said, "Daddy,
No.
can
No, I'm answering right now. No. That's you. When it's your turn with mama, you go with her. Next year, we'll be with me. That nigga and your mama will not be here. You have to deal with that because that nigga and your mama is not gonna make you happier than me. That nigga never make you happier than me. So I don't need him around. Fuck him. Let's go do your
But see,
kids,
you
nigga.
saying you don't need him around.
Like I said, I don't need him around. Why would my kid want this other man around, dude? I'm the dad. My kid is not gonna want no other motherfucker in their life because I know how good of a dad I am. You see where I'm coming from?
I feel what you're saying.
No,
I feel what you're saying.
That's mommy's dude. When you're with mommy, you're with him. When you're with me, you're with me.
See,
Simple as that.
That's why I say I
You know?
get what
if
those.
you celebrate
I
it, that's
feel
on
what
you.
I get what
Don't
those-
get
feel
mad
what
at
you're
me
saying.
because I don't.
Everybody-
there's
listen.
nothing wrong with me because I don't celebrate that bullshit. So don't come
I
at me
feel
like
what
that.
you're
Fuck
saying.
all that.
I feel what you're saying,
That,
because-
that's special instances.
I understand
You know
where
what
you're
I'm
coming from
No.
because I was in a similar situation with my oldest daughter, right? She had a stepfather, right? But my daughter recognized off the top, she like, this my daddy.
Right.
This is my sister and brother's daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I respect him when I'm over there,
Right.
you know, and follow their rules when I'm over there.
Right.
But this is my daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if she had a came to me at any point in time and say, "Daddy, I just want the whole family together," I'd have been like, "Okay,
Not me.
cool." As much as
Not
we
me.
didn't get along back then,
Not
I'd have
me.
been like, "Okay, baby, if that's what you want, cool."
Because that's what she wants.
Because that's what she wants.
But like
Well,
I said,
that's
I
why
get
override what they
I
want.
get Los's point. Everybody has in
Fuck all
any
that.
given situation.
I
Everybody
get it.
has lines that they won't, you
Right,
know, that they're
right.
just not comfortable with crossing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All I'm saying is that it helped integrate me. And I think that
Right.
picture sent a better picture of what we used to be. Actually, it's the breakdown of that why we as a whole are as messed up as a whole. Because everybody's out for themselves, if you really want to be honest. So to have two different daddies, if you will, the mama that's been with both of them, let's keep it even more real.
Right.
We don't know what the situation was between them,
Right.
but does it matter? We know that they all decided to come here
Right.
at a specific time.
Right.
I wouldn't care if it was in the name of killing goats. I don't care.
And what's the whole
We-
reason that everybody there?
Because he wants us all here.
That child.
Yeah.
And it is important to him that we all get along at this table. And for everyone to do so genuinely, that speaks to their maturity.
It does.
My child will know not
It really
to ask
does.
me that bullshit. That's
I
simple
feel
as
you.
that.
Hey,
My
man.
child will know not
Can't
to
argue
ask
with
me
you.
that. And then what y'all gotta understand too is, I didn't live here with my partner here all our lives.
Yeah.
I've always been separated from my child.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm gonna come here, Daddy, so you can spend. Fuck you! It's your turn to be with me. No, I got nothing to do with your mama and that other dude. You want to call him daddy or that, but you know I'm your daddy. Daddy and you. This is our time. I don't want your mama there. I don't want your daddy there. Simply your other daddy there. Actually, not even your daddy. That dude. You know, I'm never gonna reference him as your daddy.
Man,
Ever.
you know,
Ever.
you know,
So,
what's,
yeah,
you
no,
know what's
fuck
crazy,
that, man.
My daughter was supposed to come with me today, right? The one that I'm talking about, my
come
oldest.
to the
She's
show.
supposed to
I
come.
thought you'd go
This
there
would have
too,
been, I
man.
know, man, and
I
Ron
wish
wanted
you-
to see it. That's, yeah, them two, yeah, my daughter and him, and my daughter and Trey. Dog, those are her favorite uncles. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been there and they love her and she loves them. You know what I'm saying? Like she love all y'all niggas, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been knowing y'all since before she was even born. You know
Right,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, but the one she had the most interaction with is him and Trey. You know what I'm saying? So she was real stoked about seeing you, but her brother and her sister called and, you know, whatever's going on over there. And she's like, Daddy, tell the one I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna go over there, but I'm gonna see him.
Man. It is what it is. I was young too.
Yeah, but she's here for a while, right?
Yeah, she's here
Yeah,
until like
so they-
January,
yeah,
like
yeah,
early
yeah.
January, like first or second week of
I
January.
ain't
So.
mad at you, baby.
Oh, but listen, we talking, man. I haven't even said it yet. Listen, everybody, anybody want to talk about like what Christmas means to you, or if you want to talk about if y'all had any type of
It means that's
situation
my baby.
like what we talking about, you know what I'm
Jessica
saying?
said
Call
something.
in.
Well, Jessica says here that it was supposed to be like I said, you know, we make time, your time, this time, but she said it didn't stop them also having to make separate Christmas lists for each parent, getting 2 radios, 2 Barbie. You know, in other words, you got to tell each parent what you want. You know, but that's
Wow,
when
that's
you
nice.
ask for different shit. You don't ask for the
That's
same.
what I did.
You don't ask for the same
Yeah.
shit.
Even when I got divorced, though, me and my ex, we would coordinate. You know, we tell the kids, make your list. You know, put everything
just-
on one list,
and
then
go from there.
we go down like, okay, I'm gonna get this, and
Right,
that. You're
right.
gonna get that, and
Right,
that.
right.
That was it.
But see, in her case, I guess it wasn't like that. Like she
Yeah.
said, it was supposed to be this year with dad, next year with mom, but they fought over it anyway. So
I remember I was a kid, and I would ask my mama, one and only time, like, Mama, I remember gonna have a little brother, little sister, and she was like, Ron, you got it good as an only child.
you know,
So she was like, if we had a little brother, sister, you know them toys you get on Christmas? Yeah, half of those. I never pressed her and asked her about another brother or sister ever again.
Like,
I'm gonna lose half
yeah.
my Christmas toys?
I
Oh
would-
no, I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
See,
I'm
see,
straight.
I was the
Straight. You got
I
the option?
I was the opposite because I was the youngest of 4.
Oh no!
So I already was getting the bottom of the barrel stuff as it was, you know. But at the same time, I used to ask my mom and be like, "Can I get a little brother or sister?" Not because I was like, "Oh, I just want somebody else to play with."
Mm.
No, I wanted somebody who I could take advantage of, like my
That's
siblings
funny.
took advantage of
That's
me.
funny. That's funny.
Like they got somebody to beat up on. I need
That's
somebody
funny.
to beat up
Pass
on
it
too.
I mean,
That's
and in
funny.
keeping with this, like for me, Christmas for me, if my kids growing up, hey, it's Christmas time, we getting presents.
Yeah.
We weren't all religious, so I knew it was about Jesus and all, but hey, it's Christmas time.
Right.
For me, the religious part was more on the 6th of January. We celebrate Three Kings Day, when Jesus got his gifts from the kings.
Okay.
Really?
That meant more to me than Christmas Day, although I get presents both times. That makes no
So-
difference. Because in like Orthodox Russian Jews and stuff, or not Jews, but Orthodox, they don't celebrate Christmas. They celebrate the 6th of January. That's the day the kings followed the star, got to Jesus, and gave him his gifts.
What is their thinking behind that when they say that's like more important?
Well, no, not so much that it's more important. It was just, if you're going to be giving gifts, why are you giving gifts the day he's born?
Oh,
It
He got his
it
gifts.
took these kings a little bit longer to
Right.
get to him.
Gotcha.
Here you go, our new king. Here's your gifts.
Gotcha.
So that's why in most Latin countries we celebrate that. Like I said, I had a friend. She's Ukrainian.
that makes sense.
She's Orthodox. So at work, she's like, "Oh no, y'all can take the day off. Nothing for me. It's just another day." But
Yeah.
on the 6th, I need that day off.
Right.
See, for me growing up, we had both. But other than that, Christmas to me was just another day that we get presents. When I have my girls with me, I have my girls. I get to spend Christmas with them, buy them stuff. Other than that, the 25th of December, I'm off. That's it. You know, if I get more, back then it was more like, please don't get me shit, because I don't have enough money to get everybody shit.
Right.
I understand it's a time for giving,
Yeah.
but y'all feel good. But I'm gonna feel like shit because I couldn't give
Keep
anything
nothing.
to nobody.
Yeah,
So
right,
please,
right.
people would still give you shit. I feel like
Right,
shit. So after a
right.
while, like I said, now with Amy, you know, she's fucking Miss Claus and shit. I always tell you, you do know you're married to Grinch, right?
I was gonna say.
Christmas don't mean shit to me. But
Low
another
sitting over there on the
fucking
couch
day.
talking about some buy a humbug.
You know, that's what I'm saying. No.
Amy in the kitchen cooking.
And I'm over here like, man,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Cooking happy.
Oh,
and
they're like,
shit.
say, why it smells so good up in this bitch?
Right.
We-
You know,
we
but
know
no,
the
but
Grinch.
because I've been with her now, she's bringing it more, you know, so I'm getting more excited about it. Plus, I have my 2 girls with me now. Before, I
Yeah.
never had them, only every other
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh, so you get
So
to be the full time.
So now I get to, you know, from the 2 daughters I had separately, I never got to spend time with them except when they were older. Now I
Yeah.
get to see what it would have been like to have 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and I be thinking, damn, I wish I did this shit when I was younger. 'cause
You know, it's
ooh,
funny,
that shit
man,
hurt now.
because I remember when me and Los, like, we met in what, like 2000?
Like, I think 2008, yep.
Yeah, or the end of 2007 or something
Right,
like
just
that.
before we went in training this
Right,
2007.
right,
December,
right.
Sure enough.
And so we hung really tough.
Right?
You had so much motherfucking fun. It was ridiculous, dog.
You know?
But it's funny because now, you know, from 2008 until then, I had kids at that point already. I think I had 3 daughters
Right.
at that point, right? Lois had 2.
That was his starter set.
Right.
I had my 2
Right,
older
Lois
ones.
had 2.
Yeah.
But we didn't really talk about, like, oh, man, you got all girls? I got all girls too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then years passed. Now Lois got 4 daughters.
2 more, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I have 5 daughters.
Damn.
So I'm
Wow.
like, yo,
got 5,
I
you
caught
know?
up to you, bro.
Right.
No, I just had another one. Like, damn, I guess I'm still behind one. But yeah, but that's what it meant to me. Like I said,
Yeah.
3 Kings, they meant more in that sense because I'm not thinking of it as Santa Claus giving me presents. I was
Right.
thinking more of it. The kings were giving Jesus his gifts,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna get one this day too.
Yeah.
And so I guess to me, religious wise, that meant more than
Yeah.
this commercial shit. And also, as I got older and not having money, I'm like, I'm kind of tired. If Christmas means it, buy shit, make motherfuckers rich. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Right.
Hey, thank you for giving me the day off with pay.
Right,
All right,
right,
I'm
right.
good. Other than that,
That-
that really didn't mean shit to me.
To me, that's how, like, when my kids were younger, Christmas was a big deal. You know, back when I still like went to church and all of that stuff. We tried to emphasize the religious aspect of it, but of course, I was honest with my kids. They never believed in Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, any of that bullshit. If you want some fantasy, we can read you some books, but let's label it what it is.
Right.
So they always knew the presents come from me and mom, and these is we buy you gifts because we love you. It's not about any of that. But like I said, after a certain point, it got to the point where it was just to me the whole holiday thing just became tedious.
Right.
I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I'm good on Thanksgiving. By the time we get to Christmas, I'm done. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to celebrate them. Hell, if my kids didn't want the tree put up, it wouldn't get put up because they put it up. But at the same time, I'm still gonna celebrate. I'm already planning this year, for example, cooking dinner and having kids and grandkids over and all of that stuff. So that's cool. But at the same time, I'd be much happier just chilling at my house.
Yeah.
It's more of a special day to just, hey, this is what day everybody out does something. Let the family get together.
Right,
It's
right.
not gonna kill us one day a year. We just
Right.
had Thanksgiving. Now we'll have a Christmas with others. Just another day.
Man, when I was a kid and I did believe in Santa Claus, man, life was magical, man.
It was.
It
Life was real
That's why we have to put
magical,
spoiler
man.
alert here. Make
Like,
sure my girls don't
before we
watch this
got
show.
Before we got awakened or
Yeah.
we came to a maturity
Yeah.
where just that
Yeah.
certain things wasn't adding up or you just blatantly told.
Right.
But up to that point, even before you started
Right.
suspecting, but when you really believed in that man,
Yeah.
especially around this
It was
time,
magical.
it was magical.
It
like
was,
snow
man.
was brighter.
It was, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Music was
Yeah.
different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
the
then
smell, everything, like it was
Yes.
a whole feeling, dog.
Yes.
Like that shit
never
went
believed
to the core.
yes. Oh man,
No,
the delusion is beautiful.
It is.
I never believed
That's,
it.
that's the point we're
My
making.
girls
The
now,
delusion
yeah.
is beautiful.
My
I get that. I get that.
And this is the funny part for me, like, because I'm one of those parents who always have wanted my kids to not be naive,
Right.
right? So I explained this to them
But not with
at
that.
a younger
And
age.
you want this one?
You know what I'm saying? I explain those things to them at a younger age,
Right.
Because I've went through these periods where I find out certain information.
I understand.
And I'm like, man, fuck that. We ain't finna celebrate Christmas.
I understand.
A fucking Christmas tree. You know what that
understand.
shit come from?
I understand.
You know what I'm saying, man?
But for
Fuck
kids,
that
I
shit,
understand.
right?
Up until the age of the kids, though.
But when you weigh that against when you are sitting there on whatever night you, your wife, and your kids decide to put up that Christmas tree and y'all playing music.
Exactly.
And y'all got cocoa
It's
and
family.
y'all
It's a beautiful
cooking
feeling,
and,
isn't it?
Family
and,
together.
and the kids running around, they happy and y'all putting the tree together, putting the lights on it.
Right.
That is some shit that if you've never witnessed that, and you're a person that has, and you see a person that's never felt that,
Yeah.
you kind of feel sorry for them.
You really do.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
really do.
Because it's a beautiful feeling.
You really do,
thing, man.
You really
You
do.
know what I'm saying?
It is a
So-
delusion, but
Oh,
it's,
it's
a
definitely a
beautiful
delusion.
one.
It's
It is
definitely
very-
a
it's
delusion.
very
We got
beautiful.
But see,
those set-
what I had to learn is I had to figure out, okay, how can I continue to enjoy that knowing what I know? My answer was,
For your kids.
tell your kids. Be honest with them.
Yeah.
Let them know what the fuck is going on.
I understand.
That way they not naive. They not stupid to what's going on. And if they decide they still want to have Christmas, but for the right reasons, then let's do it.
That's what's up.
I mean, I'm
You know
not
what
down
I'm
for
saying?
telling them that until they're at a certain age.
Of
Because
course.
seeing
Yeah,
kids
yeah, yeah,
believe,
yeah.
like my girls now, we get these elves, and these elves control, you know, it's like, you know, they're watching you, right?
Right.
And they be giving them notes and gifts and stuff and, you know, different things. And then we have a little tradition that we're going with that. And the last day they're here, they'll leave them a gift and stuff. And they know what day they show up to. On the 1st of December, they're going to be here. They're going to be here. They're going to be here. Sure enough, they show up. You know,
Oh,
so that's a
And by the way, I gotta give a shout out. to Daviani, man, which is one of Los's daughters.
my nana.
Cause
Oh, you got one too?
yeah, she drew this picture for me. She drew pictures for all of her uncles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is mine, and I put it in my phone so I'll never lose it. Cause I noticed the picture itself started getting
I know,
raggedy,
yeah.
so I took a picture of it.
That was
But that my little niece drew that for me, man. So shout out to Daviani. I love you.
know?
Yes.
Most definitely, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate the picture. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just another day. Let's keep going.
Yeah, man.
New Year's, I think, mean more to me than
Really?
Christmas. Yeah, because New Year's like, okay, whole nother year. Let's start this one over. See what happens this one. And
You know
hopefully we
what's
do some
important to me?
better shit.
You know what's very important to me?
What's that?
For everybody to stop buying this merchandise.
Thanks.
And also, I don't know if you guys are seeing different. I'm seeing 12 people and only 2 likes.
Not me.
I need y'all to
Hey,
get
man.
more likes.
Yeah, I got
I only
14.
got 6 people.
I got
6 people, I got
14.
12.
I got 12.
But then everybody start hitting that like
Hit
button.
that like
Hit
button,
that like
man.
button.
Hit that like button.
Share. Let
Please,
people know.
Actual live.
Yes, let people
Say
know.
word.
Let people
Say
know what's
word.
up. And you know, I hope you guys all have a great holiday. However you celebrate it, whatever it means to you. There's plenty of gifts to go around. If you've got last minute gifts, I mean, you may not get it by in time.
And once again, man, shout
But-
out to Leah, man,
Yep.
because she won
We got
those
it.
cookies.
We got it,
She won
Leo.
those cookies.
Yeah, she
Appreciate
got her
you.
cookies.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, let's see, T. Donna Shell.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Most definitely, man. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I think it's T. Donashell. Donashell, right?
I guess I
Something
don't
like
know
that.
it, but
It says that person said that is some BS though. I never understand women that play their
Yeah.
children like pawns.
Right.
Exactly,
rough.
man.
It don't make
Exactly.
sense. But I mean, it
That's
makes
rough.
sense to a point because they're mad at you because
Right.
you're not with her and she's taking care of these kids on her own. It's what the mentality got to be. So as of right now, you know, I'm still mad at you. These kids don't count. We look at it as, come on now, that's my kids. I want to be my kids, you know.
Right.
I mean, they need to be with me too, but we're not
Right.
seeing it. And that's very well expected. We're men,
Right.
they're women. We think
Right.
differently when
Right.
it comes to kids. Eventually, if you got the right one, go crazy bitch, it works itself out, and
Right.
then you can. And that depends on you too. You can't just be some
Right.
nobody.
Right.
And, but yeah, I think eventually it works its way back together. But it just sometimes it takes a while to get. It's aggravating as hell.
Yeah, man. You know.
You know. So,
You know.
but yeah. So but that's.
And you know, you gotta take some. Well, I know I had to take some responsibility
You see what
because
you said?
my youngest daughter, her mother is a lot younger than me. I'm 48. She's like 37, 30 something, 30. I think she's about 36 or 37.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So by that time, you should still be more mature.
You would think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
You
would
would
think, but you know, it takes time sometimes, man.
I mean, what I told an ex-girlfriend of mine one time that about her kids, and dude didn't pay shit. She saw him all the time, and she'll, no, because I don't want their daddy this. As they got older, they asked her, why didn't you put daddy in jail? He wasn't paying you shit. You over there struggling to get us, and you just let him do. I said, I told you they were going to see that. When they got older, your kids will see exactly the nothing he is. You know, I'm gonna come get you. Nigga, don't show up for 4 or 5 months.
Right.
That's
Right.
why I'm going so hard on my experience.
Yeah.
But see,
You
that's
saw
different.
the-
That's not
Right.
normal.
It's right.
That's not
But
a normal
that's
thing.
healthy. That's
It ought to
that's
be.
The,
Right.
that's
It's
the point
healthy.
I'm making.
Right.
It is healthy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we're
Absolutely.
so familiar.
Absolutely.
We talk so familiar about
Right.
the dysfunction.
Right.
When you see the functional,
Right.
you reject it.
Right. Right.
That's the point that I
Right.
am making. That's the
Right.
signal she was sending
Right.
to me going forward in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the whole point.
That's
Come
right.
back at me when you have a kid and you get divorced,
It's-
then we'll talk.
Hey, I'm not none of that.
It'll be a whole different story then.
No. Because she was divorced, as a matter of fact, at that time as well. That wasn't her first. My dad wasn't her first relationship with marriage, so she had been there. I didn't hear scorn.
Right.
I don't hear anger.
Right.
I don't see jealousy. I don't see competition.
Right.
You understand?
Because
I
at
just
the end
see
of the day, man,
4 family members.
at the end of the day, it's really a choice.
It really is.
At the end
It
of
really
the day,
is.
it's really a fucking choice.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. There are some things out of your control.
Right.
You understand?
There's always
Like,
gonna be
and- and
situations,
When,
yeah.
when you're
Absolutely.
dealing with that, hey, I'm all about it.
Right.
Like everything he's saying, I'm all about it. I'm all
Right,
about it. There's
right.
some things out of control. But when the things that are out of your control align with the things that are, and it's all good,
Right.
we'll just call it a perfect circle.
Absolutely.
You don't understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With
That's-
you on
that's-
that side of the circle and me on this side of the motherfucking
I
circle.
understand. I
All
understand.
right.
I understand. I understand.
You know?
You know,
I'm trying to-
perspective is everything.
Yes, it is.
Fuck all
Perspective is everything.
Yes, it is.
I got lucky.
Yes. Oh, we gotta
So
go.
it's almost time, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
man.
So yeah, happy holidays to everybody out there. Hope you enjoy whatever Christmas means to you. Hopefully it works out that way. If it's just another day, it's just another
You know what?
day.
Did we actually ever answer that question?
What's
I
that?
think we're going around. Yeah.
What,
We've been talking about
what
it.
Christmas
We-
means?
yeah,
to
so
us?
that's-
Yes, we
well,
pretty much.
let's-
I mean,
let's
We
I
got
got
around it. We
like
got
I
around
said,
it.
when I was
Okay.
younger, it
I
meant
mean, we
something.
should
Now
have
it's just
described
another
it.
day.
Okay.
You know?
Now Monday.
Oh,
Monday?
Monday. Oh, episode 99.
What's
Monday
up?
is the second episode. We've been
What's
talking
up?
about this for
Monday.
a year.
Boy, waited 98 episodes.
Monday.
We're about to
I
have a
waited
6
30
episode.
episodes for
Gonna
this
be
one.
the
Right?
6-man.
Yeah, we're 30 episodes for this one.
So we're gonna have that, and then the 100th episode, man, we're gonna have a lot of changes, and we're gonna see y'all gonna see some stuff that y'all gonna be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned, man. We appreciate y'all. We love
And
y'all,
donations,
man.
that helps us be
Yes,
better. Donations.
yes.
It's
Most
Christmas time,
definitely.
y'all. Come
Most
on.
definitely.
Give a little bit something.
And listen,
I can't give it to
and-
you, but come on.
Right,
little
right.
change.
You know?
You know, if y'all wanna donate any money to the Daily Smoke, the Cash App is literally the Daily Smoke. $, the Daily Smoke. Wait, it's the Daily Smoke. I think it's exclamation point because we had to change it because we had a hacker. So let me
right.
double check. Let me double
They
check.
got nothing.
Yeah, they got nothing. Let me double check before we go. Y'all talk about something while I look this
They
up.
got
So
it
I
in
just
there,
wanna
though.
double check real quick.
But we do hope you guys have a good and safe holidays. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be traveling. As a matter of fact, my mother will be traveling as well. So keep her in prayer. And if you guys are going to be out there on those roads, please go in prayer and peace wherever you may go in return. And we're going to see you guys on Monday. And I look forward to seeing you there. And hopefully we have some good stories to tell.
Y'all got any shout outs, man?
No, I'm good. Well, shout out to me for my 47th birthday this past
Yes, sir.
weekend. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Yes,
Thank you
sir,
very
my
much.
brother.
Thank you very much. This man and his wife, they hosted me and everything, man. We had a good time. I partied hard. I was in bed by 8.
Yeah, because when he go hard, dog.
You know, so that's what it was. What about you, Jam? Any important words, man?
Just shout out to Hanger Prosthetics. Y'all hooked up the new prosthetic leg for me, so I appreciate that.
Amen.
If anybody know a good mechanic, a good cheap mechanic, holla at your boy. Drop the information in the chat.
Must be one hell of a leg, bro.
I told you to get in touch with him, man.
Oh
You know,
yeah, that's
too.
right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
I forgot about
Rick ain't
that.
gonna fix him up, man.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about
I got
that.
you. I got you.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
I got you.
So that's okay. Ron got me.
Hey, as a matter of fact, I just give him a free shout out. Hey, it's a dude named Angel that works on your car. He's very affordable. You just only have to buy the part, and he'll charge you like a third or a fourth of what you would normally pay in the shop. So, you know, if y'all are interested, y'all need some car work done or whatever, hit us up, 281-858-3107.
No, the better, now let's they hit us up now, because the number, you know, it'd be better on the Gmail.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, hit us
Now,
up on
let's hit
Gmail
us
then.
up right now.
Yeah, hit us up on Gmail. the.daily.smoke@gmail.com, all right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he is very affordable. And I'm really pleased with his work. He damn near rebuilt my car, man.
Right.
Wow.
Even if you
And,
have
he'll
ideas,
do it
send
and
to
let
us.
you know, if you want to help him so you can learn how to do it and won't depend on him anymore, he'll let you do that. If you just want to drop your car off and then come back, you say, hey, your car's done, no issues. He's very good, man. So he got you. He got you.
Yeah, so the actual Cash App is $the THA Daily Smoke 1. All right. So if y'all want to make any donations, if y'all want to, you know, send any type of money, anything like that, that's what you would send it to. It's the Daily Smoke 1. All right. $the Daily Smoke 1. And that the is THA. All right. So once again, man, we appreciate y'all for being here. We're getting really close to that 100th, that 99th and 100th episode. That's next week. So we're finna have big parties. We're finna have a lot of fun. Finna have a lot of guests. So listen, man, y'all tune in. If you haven't already, please make sure that you go and subscribe. The
Like
Daily Smoke
and
on
share.
YouTube. Like and share. We need
Michelle
all of
from
that.
England
you know
is
what I'm
watching.
saying?
Michelle from England.
Shout out to Michelle
Ah.
from England. We love you. Thank you for
Thank
being
you so
here.
much. Yes, we do. Yes.
Everybody, once again,
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. You know, all of that, whatever you celebrate. We wanna tell you happy that. You know what I'm saying?
Happy, merry,
that,
joyous.
whatever it is.
As long
you
as
know
it's
what
love
I'm
and
saying?
joy. Gotta be love and joy.
Please
Right,
continue
right.
to grow with us. Please continue to be part of this family. And we're going to do much bigger and greater things. And we want y'all all to be with us and bring your people with us. You know what I'm saying? So let everybody know about the Daily Smoke, man. Once again, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all more than you know. Couldn't be no Daily Smoke without y'all.
Sure enough.
I'm your brother. I'm your boy, Big Bro.
Brother Ron.
Losi Lolo.
Brother Jam.
Now I'm your boy Bishop.
And we are the Daily Smoke. And we
We
are
are out.
out.
Hey, man, I think Lofi's been a swing on me, man.
Time.
Yeah.